Yeah, let's do a quick roll call as we come out, just to make sure everyone's here.
Do we need a motion to come out of executive?
That was my question. I don't want to, anyways, should I just call for the motion first? I'm seeking a motion to come out of closed session.
So moved.
I'll move.
I'll second that. Mark Marsh.
Okay, all in favor of coming out of closed session, please vote. Okay, so that essentially is our roll call. We have a unanimous vote, 14 board members still here. Board member Nielsen is absent, so that motion passes unanimously. Okay, board member Belknap.
Thank you. In case number 19-1614, I move that we accept UPAC's recommendation.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
The motion is in case number 19-1614 that the board accept UPAC's recommendation. Is there any discussion to that motion? Seeing none, please vote. That motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Chair. In case number 19-1648, I move that we accept UPAC's recommendation.
I second that motion. Mark Marsh.
The motion is that the board accept UPAC's recommendation on case number 19-1648. Is there any discussion to that motion? See none, please vote. Board member, that motion passes unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. In case number 19-1674, I move that to accept UPAC's recommendation.
I second that motion. Mark Marsh.
The motion is to accept UPAC's recommendation on case number 19-1674. Any discussion to that motion? See none, please vote. Board member, okay. That motion passes with one no vote. Board member Belknap was the no.
Thank you, Chair. In case number 19-1680, I move to accept the remand order.
I second that motion. Mark Marsh.
Okay. The motion is to accept the remand order on case number 19-1680. Any discussion to that motion? Seeing none, please vote. Board member Earl. That motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Chair. In case number 19-1723, I move to accept UPAC's recommendation.
I second that motion. Mark Marsh.
The motion is to accept UPAC's recommendation in case number 19-1723. Discussion to that motion? Seeing none, please vote. That motion passes with 2 no votes, Board member Belknap and Board member Earl. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. I move to accept UPAC's consent calendar.
I second that motion. Mark Marsh.
The motion is to accept UPAC's consent calendar. Any discussion to that motion? Seeing none, please vote.
Oh, I'm hurrying.
Okay, that motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Chair. Okay, On the Utah Transparency Advisory Board appointment, I motion that the board appoint Deputy Superintendent Scott Jones to the Utah Transparency Advisory Board for a 4-year term.
I second that motion, Mark Marsh.
Okay, the motion is that the board appoint Deputy Superintendent Scott Jones to the Utah Transparency Advisory Board for a 4-year term. Any discussion to that motion? Seeing none, please vote. That motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Chair. I motion that the board appoint Michelle Bagley to the Assessment and Accountability Policy Advisory Committee to fill a midterm vacancy to January 2022.
I'm Mark Marsh. I second that motion.
The motion is that the board appoint Michelle Bagley to the Assessment and Accountability Policy Advisory Committee to fill a midterm vacancy to January 2022. Any discussion to that motion? See none, please vote. That motion passes unanimously.
Chair, point of order.
Yes?
I just want to say thank you to those who volunteer for such appointments. It's so great to have great people to serve with. Thanks.
Thank you. The next item on our agenda is the board chair's report. Chair Huntsman.
Brittany, can I just say, this is Board Member Cannon. I raised my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I just make a comment quickly?
Okay.
Ben Rasmussen provided us with USBE disciplinary options for educator licensing, explaining what all the different letters and things that they use to determine what comes before us in the UPAC cases. I just wanted to express my appreciation for him giving us that document information. Thank you.